After age 70, 7 signs your muscles are weakening fast. Do not wait until a fall happens to care. After the age of 70, many people assume that walking slower, having trouble standing up, or getting tired on the stairs is simply a part of getting older. But there is something many people do not realize. Your muscles do not get weak just because you are aging. In many cases, muscles weaken rapidly because the body is losing muscle mass, decreasing in strength, and staying inactive for long periods. The most concerning part is that this process usually happens very quietly. You do not just wake up one morning and suddenly lose all your strength. Instead, you get a little bit weaker every month. Every year you walk a little bit slower. It takes you more time to get up from your favorite chair. You start to hesitate about walking long distances. Then one day, even a small trip can cause a serious fall. According to geriatric specialists, falling is one of the leading causes of severe injury, hip fractures, and the loss of independence for seniors. The good news is that muscle strength can still be improved at age 70, 80, and even 90 if cared for correctly. The key is to recognize the early warning signs. In today's video, we will explore 7 signs that your muscles may be weakening faster than normal and what you should do to protect your mobility for years to come. Sign number 1. It is getting harder to stand up from a chair. Think back a few years ago. You could stand up from a chair with one simple movement. You did not need to push off with your hands. You did not need to rock back and forth for momentum. You did not need any help. But how about now? Do you have to push down on the armrests with both hands? Do you have to lean your body far forward just to stand up? Or do you have to rock your body a few times to get enough power? If the answer is yes, this may be a sign that your thigh and hip strength has decreased significantly. Getting up from a chair is a very familiar movement. We do it dozens of times every day without even thinking about it. However, this movement requires many muscle groups to coordinate at the same time. When your thigh muscles weaken, your brain automatically finds a way to compensate. You start using your arms. You use your shoulder strength. You bend your upper body more. At first, this change is very small. You barely notice it. But over time, standing up becomes more and more of a struggle. Many people think, I am just old, that is why. In reality, this is one of the earliest signs of age-related muscle loss, also known as sarcopenia. The encouraging part is that if caught early, the right exercises can significantly improve leg strength. Do not wait until you cannot stand up on your own to start paying attention. Sign number 2. Walking much slower than before. Have you noticed that others often have to wait for you when you go for a walk? Or maybe you used to be able to walk through the grocery store in 15 minutes, but now it takes almost double that time? Walking speed does not just reflect the health of your legs. Many experts view it as a vital sign for the overall health of seniors. When muscles weaken, every step requires more effort. Your steps get shorter. You do not lift your feet as high off the ground. You are afraid to speed up because you fear losing your balance. Over time, your walking speed gradually declines. The interesting thing is that many people do not notice this change. They simply adjust their lifestyle. They walk slower. They leave the house earlier. They avoid long distances. While these changes help them adapt, they also accidentally hide the reality of muscle decline. If your loved ones notice you are walking much slower than you were a year or two ago, do not just blame old age. This might be the perfect time to evaluate your physical health. Walking slowly also reduces your overall activity level for the day. The less you move, the weaker your muscles become. The weaker your muscles are, the less you want to move. A vicious cycle begins to form. The longer this goes on, the harder recovery will be. Therefore, early detection is incredibly meaningful. Sign number 3. Stairs have become a major challenge. There was a time when you could climb stairs without a second thought. Now, even one flight of stairs makes you stop to catch your breath. Your legs feel heavier. Your thighs get tired quickly. You might even have to grip the handrail the entire way. Climbing stairs is one of the activities that requires the most power from your thighs and glutes. If these muscle groups weaken, every step up becomes a challenge. Some people start taking stairs one at a time. They place both feet on the same step before moving to the next one. This is how the body reduces the load when muscle strength is no longer what it used to be. Besides muscle strength, climbing stairs requires good balance. When weak muscles and poor balance happen at the same time, the risk of falling increases significantly. If you find yourself needing to hold onto the railing more than before, or avoiding stairs entirely, take it as a signal to care more for your muscle health. This does not mean you should stop moving. On the contrary, proper exercise under the guidance of a professional can help improve your strength and confidence when moving. Sign number 4. Frequent loss of balance or near falls. Do you remember the last time you tripped? Maybe you missed a step on the porch. Maybe you felt unsteady when turning around quickly. Or perhaps just stepping over a small rug in the house made you reach for the wall to stay upright. Many people think this is perfectly normal as they get older, but in reality, frequently losing your balance is not just about your nervous system or your inner ear. A very common cause is that the muscles in your legs and hips have weakened. To keep your body steady, dozens of muscle groups must work together every second. Your thigh muscles keep your knees stable. Your hip muscles keep your body from tilting side to side. Your calf muscles adjust your center of gravity as you step. Your core and back muscles keep your torso upright. If even one or two of these groups weaken, your ability to stay balanced drops significantly. You will feel more unstable when turning your head. You might find it hard to stand on one leg while putting on pants, or you may have to lean against the bed whenever you get dressed. At first, these signs are very subtle. You might just think you were being a little careless. But if they happen more often, consider it a signal that needs attention. As we age, our body's reflexes also slow down. When you trip, your brain sends a signal to your muscles to catch your balance. If your muscles are strong enough, you can recover your posture in a split second. Conversely, if the muscles are weak, this reaction is no longer effective. That is why many seniors fall due to a very small slip. The tragedy is that many falls happen right inside the home, the bathroom, the kitchen, the hallway, or the front yard. These are places we walk every day, so it is easy to become overconfident. If you notice you are holding onto furniture more often when moving, or if you frequently feel unsteady, do not ignore it. Evaluating your muscle strength and balance early will help significantly reduce the risk of future falls. Sign number 5. Your arms feel weaker and your grip is not as firm. When talking about muscle loss, many people only think about their legs. In reality, this process happens throughout the entire body. The arms are no exception. You might notice it is harder to open a jar. It is harder to carry grocery bags. It is harder to lift a pot of water. Or even holding a full teapot feels heavier than it used to. Some people even start dropping things more frequently. A glass you are holding suddenly slips out of your hand. Your phone drops while you are using it. Or tasks like buttoning a shirt, zipping a jacket, or opening a pill bottle become more difficult. This is not just a hand problem. It reflects that the strength of your entire arm, shoulder, and forearm system is decreasing. Muscle mass begins to decline more noticeably after age 50. If you are inactive or do not perform strength training, the rate of loss can accelerate once you reach age 70. This makes very familiar tasks feel like hard labor. Because they fear getting tired, many people start asking others to do things for them. At first, it is just asking to open a jar. Then it is asking someone to carry the bags. Then eventually they no longer want to do any housework at all. This lack of movement causes the muscles to weaken even further. Another vicious cycle is formed. The important thing is not to wait until you cannot care for yourself to start exercising. Even very light exercises with small water bottles or resistance bands can help maintain muscle strength if done regularly and safely. Sign number 6. Your legs look noticeably thinner, but your weight has stayed the same. This is a sign that very few people pay attention to. You step on the scale. The number is almost exactly the same as last year. You think your health is still fine. But when you look in the mirror or put on old clothes, you notice your legs look thinner. Your pant legs feel loose. Your thighs are no longer firm. Your calves have shrunk. This can happen even when your weight does not change. Why? Because the body is losing muscle but gaining fat. Fat takes up more space than muscle, but weighs less and provides no strength. You might still weigh 150, but your body composition has changed significantly. Muscle mass has gone down, fat mass has gone up. This is a very common condition in seniors, often called skinny fat. It makes many people falsely believe they are still healthy because the scale has not moved. In reality, weight is not the only thing that matters. What matters more is how much healthy muscle your body has left. Another sign is that your clothes still fit around the waist, but the sleeves or pant legs feel baggy. This indicates that the muscle in your arms or legs may have decreased. If combined with having more trouble standing up, walking slower, or feeling tired on the stairs, muscle loss is a serious concern. Fortunately, muscles still have the ability to respond to exercise even at age 70, 80, or beyond. Many studies show that seniors can still improve muscle strength if they maintain a proper exercise routine and get enough protein as guided by a nutritionist or doctor. The key is to start early. Do not wait until your body is too weak to try and recover. Moving a little bit every day is always better than waiting until you no longer have the strength to begin. Sign number 7. You start avoiding the activities you used to love. There is a very subtle sign that accurately reflects muscle decline in seniors. It is when you start changing your daily habits without even realizing it. Before, you loved taking a morning walk in the park. You loved gardening. You loved going to the market. You loved taking your grandkids out to play. Or simply, you enjoyed cleaning your own home. However, lately, you have started finding excuses not to do those things. You tell your family, "I am a little tired today. Let's do it tomorrow. You go ahead and do it for me." At first, reducing activity seems like it helps the body rest, but in reality, this is one of the reasons muscles weaken even faster. Muscles follow a very simple rule: use it or lose it. If they are used regularly, they maintain their strength. If they are not used, they gradually waste away. That is why many people feel their legs are much weaker after staying in a hospital for just a few weeks. It is not because they aged significantly in those weeks. It is because their muscles were almost completely inactive. In people over 70, muscle loss happens faster than in younger people. Therefore, even a short period of inactivity can make a huge difference. If you notice you are becoming more hesitant to walk, reluctant to go out, or frequently choosing to sit instead of stand, ask yourself, am I really tired, or am I gradually losing my muscle strength? The answer to that question could change your life for years to come. Habits that make muscles weaken faster after age 70. Many people think losing muscle is inevitable. In reality, age is only one part of the story. Your daily lifestyle is the deciding factor in how fast you lose muscle. The first mistake is sitting too much. A retired person often spends a large portion of the day watching television, reading the paper, or sitting and chatting. If sitting lasts for many hours at a time, the leg muscles are barely working. Over time, strength fades away without the person even noticing. The second mistake is eating too little protein. Protein is the building block that helps the body maintain and repair muscle tissue. As we get older, the body's ability to absorb and use protein decreases. If meals consist mostly of bread or rice and vegetables, without enough protein sources like fish, eggs, lean meat, dairy, or beans, it becomes very hard to maintain muscle. This does not mean you have to eat huge amounts of meat. The key is a balanced diet that fits your health status and your doctor's advice, especially if you have kidney issues or other conditions that require protein monitoring. The third mistake is the fear of movement. Quite a few seniors avoid walking or exercising because they are afraid of falling. This is a completely understandable fear. But if you stop moving entirely because of that fear, your muscles will weaken faster and your risk of falling in the future actually goes up. Instead of stopping, choose exercises that fit your ability. For example, walking on flat surfaces, practicing sitting and standing from a chair, using resistance bands, or doing balance exercises under the guidance of a healthcare professional or an experienced trainer. The fourth mistake is ignoring sleep. While you sleep, your body is not just resting, it is actively repairing and regenerating tissues. If you frequently get too little sleep, have restless nights, or stay up late, your muscle recovery process will suffer. The final mistake is thinking it is too late to start. This is perhaps the most dangerous thought of all. Many studies show that even people in their 80s or 90s can improve muscle strength if they exercise correctly and stay consistent. That means it is never too late to take care of your body. What can you do starting today? You do not need to train like an athlete. The key is to maintain regular movement. If your doctor clears you, try to walk every day at a pace that feels comfortable. When watching television, stand up and walk around for a few minutes after sitting for a while. Take the stairs if your body allows it, and if it is safe to do so. Perform strength training for your legs and arms 2 to 3 times a week at an appropriate intensity. Besides that, do not forget to stay hydrated. Even mild dehydration can make the body feel fatigued and reduce the effectiveness of your movement. Your diet is also very important. Prioritize high-quality protein sources like fish, eggs, dairy, lean meats, tofu, and beans, combined with leafy greens, fruits, and whole grains. If you have medical conditions like kidney disease or other situations requiring a special diet, consult your doctor. Consult a dietitian before making changes. Additionally, get your vision and hearing checked regularly. Many falls are not just due to weak muscles, but also because of poor vision or slow reactions to obstacles. Do not forget to look at your living environment. Get rid of slippery rugs. Organize electrical cords so they are out of the way. Install grab bars in the bathroom if needed. Make sure stairways and hallways are always well lit. These small changes can significantly reduce the risk of a fall. Summary. After age 70, muscles will naturally change over time, but that does not mean we have to accept becoming increasingly weak. If you notice, it is getting harder to stand up. You are walking slower. Stairs are a struggle. You lose your balance often. Your arms feel weak. Your legs look thinner, or you are avoiding your favorite activities. See these as signals to care for your health. The most important thing is not to wait for a fall to happen before you take action. Every step you take today, every gentle exercise, every balanced meal, and every healthy habit contributes to maintaining your mobility and your independence. Thank you for spending time watching this video. If you found this information helpful, please share this video with your family and friends, especially those over 60 or 70, so more people can proactively protect their muscle health. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you do not miss our next videos on senior health. Please note that the content in this video is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for a doctor's diagnosis or treatment. If you experience unusual symptoms or have underlying health conditions, please visit a medical facility for a proper consultation.